Like, why would she say that? Maybe she likes the carpet moving on her.
Ugh.
No, she said she wants it taped down.
Oh, well, maybe she said that. I'll give you that one. Okay, audio looks like it's working.
That's good. Sign's going on. We are now on air.
We are on air. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
I don't think this is going to be too long of a conversation, right?
I doubt it.
Gary was not paying attention at all. And I'm guessing that's rightfully so.
I'd be asleep normally.
Actually, Gary, I'm impressed. You stayed awake.
It's gonna play my game.
Oh, okay.
Who the
So
deuce is Commander Pie?
Huh?
I haven't been...
He's the yellow.
Commander Pyre?
Yeah.
Gold.
He's a gold armored guy.
The frack?
Just remember we're on camera at the moment.
That's why I'm saying frack.
Okay. Are you guys ready?
Have you saved this?
No, I will here.
Let's do that quick before we go too far.
Just waiting for something to happen and be like, lost it.
It only happened once.
Happened. It only happened one
We
time.
redid the whole episode.
May not be exactly the same, but it's close enough.
We came pretty close to redoing the same thing again.
Oh, well, alright.
We just didn't want to do it. I think they wanted to kill me after that episode.
Yeah.
Just a tad.
That's why Eric's always like, have we saved it? Did we save it? Are we saved? Did we save it?
When did that happen? I don't know what
It
I
was a while
say.
back.
I save everything.
All right, we're ready? We're good. We're ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you legal?
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I think there's only 3 of us that's ready.
Hey folks, welcome back to this episode of the GalaxyCast. This time we're going to talk about Star Wars Resistance. This would be Season 1, Episode 12, titled Dangerous Business. And it was a dangerous episode, and that's all we need to say. And thank you very much. Have a good night.
But no, look at it on this Star Wars site that ranks all these. This got 9 out of 10 stars.
Did it really? Oh my gosh.
Only 4
But
votes.
with only 4 votes. That'd be George Lucas, Dave Filoni, who are the
guy
voice
who voices
actors.
Kaz.
Right, Liam McIntyre, Jim Rash, and Bobby Moynihan. There you go. There's your 4 votes.
There
Very
you
good
go.
job, guys.
D. Bradley Baker?
Yeah, he does the Stormtroopers for most of them.
No, look.
Glenn.
Oh, yeah, he did Glenn this time, too, I guess.
I want to know what that music
Ooh.
was Glenn was listening to. I actually kind of like that music.
That
was
was
pretty
like
good.
rocking.
Something was rocking
yeah.
with a little bit of space sound to
Yeah,
it.
like
That
a
was,
space rock.
that was probably the highlight of the episode.
I definitely want to know what that
If we
was.
say it's a highlight of episode, you know that's not good. Actually, I really like their little synopsis here. In exchange for parts, Kaz mines acquisitions for Flix and Orca and comes into conflict with a shady alien customer in league with First Order. Well, that's it. That pretty much sums it all up right there.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, like,
The best part of it for me is the credits.
yeah, because then you had to stop playing your game. I don't know where to go with this episode at this point. I'm at that point right now where like we're watching these just to say we watched them. Right? Like I'm at that point right now where that's where I'm at with a lot of these. Like, yep, we watched it. Mhm.
This episode is like many others, and I've realized what it is now. It's like a sitcom. This series doesn't feel like it's telling a cohesive single story. It's telling individual sitcom episodes
Right.
that don't tie together with one little element that hints at a larger story each time. But it's like, we have this story, we're going to dole it out to you in the tiniest little crumbs surrounded by everything else that doesn't matter.
I agree with you. Because yet again, we're talking about either mining or some sort of fuel.
Yep, that's all that matters. in
Meanwhile,
Star
the
Wars.
show is called Star Wars Resistance.
I'd like to point out there's 20 episodes in the entire series. We are now on episode 12. We are dragging at this point to drag ourselves through the last, 8 of these that we need to get done.
Apparently it gets better.
Everybody
Everything-
kept saying it got better at the end. I'm telling you, there's 8 episodes. Where?
Bob, you've been dragging me since episode 2.
Oh, I know I have been. You're a different story. I've been dragging you through the back of your eyelids
And
since we started this thing.
I remember the dang trailers and being like, oh, there'll be cool
This could-
racing,
yeah,
there'll be
this-
neat visuals, there'll be action.
It looks stylized.
And it's
we were all
all
excited
jokey.
about it, and I just don't
Kind
get
of, it's
it.
just gone.
How can this be in the same universe as The Mandalorian? I just don't. There's something not right here. I don't get it. My favorite character the whole episode was BB-8, and that should never happen. I mean, beyond that, I like BB-8 in Star Wars, but I'm saying normally in this show, I'm kind of like, well, look, it's BB-8.
Oh, you'll be
Like,
due.
yeah, but for the first time, I was kind of like, hey, BB-8 actually carried an episode.
BB-8
But
actually held the guy up.
That shouldn't happen. That should not be happening.
BB-8 gave that guy a shock to the groin.
Yes, he did. The only other character that might have been better than BB-8 in this episode,
Stormtrooper 1.
no. Bitey.
Yes,
Bitey might have been the only other character that was better than BB-8 at
So
this point.
Teroj Key
Yes.
was visually interesting.
I liked
I
the
liked
look.
the way he talked, like his mouth moved and everything,
Yeah.
and it was. I thought he was neat, but he was a one-note character, thief, crook.
Do you think we're going to see him again?
No.
No.
What do you think he's
What I do
allowed?
find interesting is that I didn't know escape pods could fly off planet.
Right? Like, they left the ship and then went and escaped a pod into space?
Well,
like,
we never saw him going to space, but we saw him going up into
well,
the
that
sky.
sure was the implication, wasn't
Unless
it?
there's some First Order already
like ship
on-
up there already. Yeah, maybe like a.
in the sky hiding away. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I
Mike,
now
I
have,
need to
I now have Reading Rainbow in my head. You can go twice as high. I'm in an escape pod, the Reading Rainbow.
That's a stretch connection, but we'll give it to you.
Sorry, you just said I'm way up in the sky, and for some reason that's what went in my head.
We all know you're crazy, Dad.
Well, welcome to my musically destroyed, wrecked, sack brain. This was there any point to this episode at all?
No.
Question,
Yes.
and this is, you have to edit this out. Is your recording volume, because I'm seeing
It's okay. I can
very
fix it
little
later.
there, but I'm seeing it, like on your video, I'm seeing a mixer react to us. And it makes me worry that the sound's
I
going to
can,
pick
I
up
can
something
fix
else.
it later. I can fix it later.
Okay,
Relax.
I just wanted to bring it up.
Yep. As long as we have waves, I can work with it.
Okay.
And edit.
Wait.
So, there's no point to this episode. There was nothing really. It's not even really worth talking about, is it? I mean, there was nothing in this episode.
It led to one thing, and that is, the First Order is interested in some sort of thing that's used in mining. That's it.
Or-
Literally 10 seconds of information, and they stretched it into a half-hour sitcom. So,
It's because they're building circular base.
is that what it is?
Probably what it is.
Before-
You think they're mining the planet to get to its core to install the weapon? It's all about Starkiller.
Yeah.
So you don't think it's as cool as you initially thought, which was they're after maybe possibly clones that are underneath
No.
the station anymore. You've given up on that
I
completely.
gave up on it, yes.
And that's the thing. If it's all about Starkiller Base, it's a reveal that everyone knows.
Already knows it's coming, right?
Yeah, it's like, oh, that was our mystery.
But is this
Suspense for
before?
nothing.
Wait, is
Yeah, this is before.
this is set before that movie?
Yeah, this
Okay.
is before we met Poe. Remember, it's just before
Oh, that's right. Poe became. Yeah, right. Okay.
It's
4 years? Something like that?
well, no, I'm saying it's Rebels very late
Right.
because Rebels was all about mining Lothar for the Death Star.
Lothal.
No, I like this better the way I said it. Alright.
It makes it sound better.
We could put them together. Lotharwal.
So they can build-
Lethargic.
So they can build the Death Star, okay? So why not do the same thing with
Star
this
Killer.
idiot show for building?
Gary's actually just in the corner going. They're actually pitching a show to Gary. They're like, we're going to come up with the worst kids show ever. No adult will want to watch it. No kid will want to see it. And it'll all be set in the Star Wars universe. And Gary's in the corner going, do it.
It's greenlit.
You know how
Matter
they
of fact, I'm going to
You know how they refer
renew it.
they refer to the different Star Wars episodes as like RTJ, Return of the Jedi,
Yeah.
and Empire Strikes Back is EBS.
Yeah.
Well, this is Star Wars TIS, that idiot show. he just coined it, so I'm gonna start referring to this as
TIS.
Star Wars TIS.
We're
Until
gonna
they
watch the
prove
next
me
episode
otherwise.
of TIS. This idiot show. I don't even know what to say about this show anymore. You know what really gets to me is like when people I used to respect, and this is where I say I used to respect, are online and like, wow, that episode of Resistance was awesome. And I'm like, what?
Where?
Are you watching the same show I'm watching? What? Like, if that's
I mean,
your level and if that's your bar, then we're not in the same
This
world.
is clearly a kid's show.
Yeah,
Clearly a kid's show.
It feels
And I
like
can
it.
see kids getting excited about it. I'm just saying when
I
adults
can't.
say that. Well, I will tell you this. I do kind of wonder if like Disney like is low barring kids. Like, do they think kids are that stupid and they'd be into a lot of this stuff? Because I gotta be honest with you, my children back in the day would not have been into this.
Clone Wars was
It
amazing. This is a low
too
bar.
low. This is too low brow for them.
Okay, Bob. They do have a dog and a talking dog in the same universe.
What?
Pluto and Goofy.
Oh, well, true.
Okay, so yeah, they think kids are dumb.
This is
Obviously,
true.
this is true.
This is true.
I can't believe this is where we are with this show. And we're not even talking about this episode because you know what? There's nothing to talk about here. There really isn't.
At most,
So-
the
I mean,
best
it's
part.
it's trying to go for comedy again with I'll watch the store for you guys and hijinks will ensue and then don't go in the back room, so of course someone needs to go in the back room and they steal the thing and he goes after the thing and then we find out that giant ships can be brought down by taking out one circuit breaker in a single storage room.
It's all conveniently plot pointed.
And-
It's episode 3 on steroids.
So here's what I say. I mean, I'm looking ahead at I'm looking ahead
the
at
script is feeling like it's locked in.
I'm looking ahead at the names of the next
Yeah.
couple of episodes, and I say like the next one is probably going to be awful. It's the Doza Dilemma, but then I'm wondering if that's where people are saying it got better, right? The First Order Occupation, the New Trooper, the Core Problem, the Disappeared, Descent, and No Escapes, parts 1 and 2.
Right.
So like part of me says maybe,
because I know I didn't.
maybe
You
there's
know
hope
what?
there.
I want to say there's some people I remember who around episode 12 were saying, "I'm ready to give up on this show." I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
seeing that.
And I can
So
understand why now.
I think we're right there at the cusp. I'm gonna finish out the season because it's what we do.
Because what we promised.
But I really think that if we have to pick reviews next year, because there's going to be multiple properties,
I'm having a hard time picking this. I
no,
really
we're
am.
on the Mandalorian.
Oh, absolutely.
That's our review.
I mean, we're on The Mandalorian. We're on every Marvel show
Okay,
from now
okay,
till the
Bob.
end of time. But this
Okay,
may be
Bob.
at the back of the barrel.
To save me, download droids. We'll start reviewing that.
Wow, you know it's bad when Gary's asking to watch droids.
And that show was.
And the other thing that might be just beyond that is the
Ewoks.
Star Wars Holiday Special.
No,
And
no,
maybe
no.
Ewoks
It's the
behind
Star Wars
that.
Ewok show.
Because the Holiday Special is actually better than Ewoks. I'm sorry. It's the truth.
How about the 2 Ewok movies?
That's what I'm saying. That's right.
action pieces of.
Yes. Yeah. 'Cause
No!
Ian loves those. We'll have to bring him back over for those movies. He loved those movies. He loved every
Oh.
second of them.
What?
Especially the character named Mace Windu. Yeah. Did you notice that? You didn't know that?
Are you
the one
actually serious or
kid.
joking?
No, I'm serious. The
Oh,
one kid in
no,
the one
yeah.
movie is named Mace Windu.
Oh, I thought
You didn't know that?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
In the second movie where they have more magic in it, remember, and there's that whiny little bratty boy in it?
Isn't he white too?
Yeah, his name's Mace Windu.
Not
in
being
that
racist.
movie.
Not being racist.
Well, I guess that name is like John Smith.
Apparently, it's Star Wars.
There's a
universe.
whole bunch of Mace
There's a lot of Mace
Windus
Windus out there. Mace Windu from Detroit, Mace Windu from New York City.
You're going through the space phone book and you're
Right.
like, oh, I'm hitting the windows. It's like there's pages of them.
One
Mace,
from Endor,
Martin,
12 from Coruscant.
Miller,
Mace
Matthew
Windu,
Windu.
Jedi Killer Dillian, Mace Windu.
Okay, so let's rate this episode. 0's a don't bother, 10's a must see. Should I start it out?
Do it.
Go for it.
I give it a 1 because there's one good character in the whole episode, and that's Buggy.
No, you said
That's why I
BB-8. You
give it a
said
1.
BB-8 too.
No, you know what? BB-8's non sequitur because I've already said BB-8's cool character, so
Yeah.
that doesn't work.
Oh,
So Buggy's
okay.
the only good. That's why it gets a 1 because it's the one good character in the
With
whole
one
show.
good point.
Okay, Eric, what would you give it?
Okay, I'm going to take all the anger emotion out of it, and I'm not going to go as deep. I'm going to give it a 4.
Whoa, that's
The
high.
reason I'm giving it a 4 is because it does clearly tie into the giant or bigger mythos they're trying to set up. There's points at the end that they're trying to tie in. Some of the visuals are still cool. I still enjoy the animation style. I wish they were doing something neat with it. The
Yeah.
actual look, like the cargo ship when it was leaving, I was enjoying looking at the details of that and just the
Yeah, that was
design
kinda
of it
cool.
and stuff, the scale of it.
But let's talk
Um,
about the design of a ship for a minute.
It
How bad is it that one one
I-
box
like I
on
said,
this cargo ship can take the whole cargo ship down. Engine, everything.
Clearly, it caused a feedback loop or something. I don't know.
A giggle loop.
But-
Bitey apparently is the most destructive thing that could ever happen to a cargo ship.
So there's, yes, I can hate on it, and yes, it's just not
It's so
working
easy
as a
to,
TV
too.
show. I'll give it a 4 simply because I can see some people who they'd be fine with this,
Yeah.
and they would get something, they'd enjoy the episode for what it was. If it wasn't such rote storytelling,
Yeah.
I could have told you everything that was going to happen in this episode before it happened. It's like, yes, this is all cliche stuff.
Right.
Yes, I could, as soon as he was like, you deliver it to me. Oh, so he can trap you and come back and steal the thing he needs. And what happens? He traps you and comes back and steals the thing he needs.
Right.
It's like everything's predictable.
Right.
But if you're not, and I'll admit, there are people out there who this kind of stuff would surprise. They just don't see the predictability. That's not how they think. This will be entertaining for some people, I guess. The visuals are decent. But the story goes nowhere. There's no humor in it. It
Right.
tries. And you're getting literally about the last bit of dialogue between Chaz and BB-8. Kaz, when he's talking to BB-8 about why he thinks they might have needed him,
Right.
whatever it was, the flux
Capacitor.
MacGuffin.
There you go.
Flux
that
MacGuffin.
When you can't remember
I'm
the
gonna start
name.
calling them the flux MacGuffins. In the TIS show, that little bit of information was the only thing that was important. So
I'm sorry, I gotta add to that, because now we have to go back to the Star Wars! Sorry. Alright, Austin, what would you give this episode?
I'm going with you, Dad. I'm giving it a 1 because it's so staged, it's bad. It feels like you can predict absolutely everything that's going to happen. Very similar to what Garrick said. And all...
Garrick. That's Gary and Eric put together. Garrick.
now.
Because I know he's going to say something about it, too.
Garrick.
Sorry. I'm a...
Apparently the two of you become one person. One giant person. I am Gary!
And Gary, powers unite to Garrick! And there's like an 8-minute
Wonder
transfer.
Podcast. One podcast, Wonder Podcast activates in the form of podcasters.
I'm sorry.
Garrick. Okay.
Anyways,
Any other fictional characters you want to talk about?
the only thing that could make this episode worse in my eyes, and I'm just going to keep
Sorry,
moving forward.
Garrick with the power of sarcasm and decent art.
Chalk away!
But in a snarky attitude.
Talk about that idiot show.
Alright, that's it. When he asked for a superhero character at Robercon, we're asking for Garrick. I know what Gary and I are asking for. Draw Garrick!
I want to be there now.
Sorry,
The
Eric.
problem is no one else is going to get it.
No, I know. That's just gonna make you laugh.
I'll
That's
just,
why
have,
we're gonna
I'll just
do
have to have a pre-done one, so I can just pull it out and go, here you go.
Go away, you two!
No, we haven't had an ad. Go watch go listen to GalaxyCast episode 230. Go to youtube.com/galaxy.
Alright,
Alright.
I give it one
Gary, what do you give this episode?
1.21.
Wow. Because it's got that many
For the flux
gigawatts?
MacGuffin.
Because that's what took that ship down.
Oh, yeah. Also, apparently, Bitey can survive massive amounts of electricity.
Right? What the
He can bring down a ship that he's like,
Then he can get out of the ship and then he gets stuck on the
Well,
pod.
not yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So he can get on an escape pod. He can bite electrical. He can get shot in the butt by a freaking blaster. But he's good. It's all good.
he's indestructible.
Right. We should be cloning him. He could be the most powerful anti-imperial creature known to man.
All we need is when the stormtroopers start aiming at him, just throw a
It's
bunch
just-
of these.
He doesn't
mighty
work
things.
well in hot because he smells bad on the outside and the inside.
And the other reason why I gave it that score, there was no space whale.
That actually would have made it better if the ship had exploded and then the space whales were like,
light speed
we'll
space
save
whales.
it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yes. Oh boy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. The only thing that can make this episode worse is having bad stormtrooper aim thrown in there.
I don't get it.
episodes-
I don't get it. I'm missing something. I must be missing. Maybe we're supposed to be drinking more while we're watching.
No. Here's your answer. You got to be doing LSD. Or some
Okay.
sort of
I
drug.
would never suggest drugs.
I know,
okay.
but that might be the only thing that makes the show better.
I don't know. There's got to be something I'm missing. I don't know.
Next week or next time we record, I'll bring up some of my dog's CBD oil. Maybe
that'll make it. Yeah.
Maybe it'll make it better.
Maybe that'll help out. So
It's just this is it's written and plotted by people who are just riding on predictability and cliche. Just and this Kaz has no depth to him. He's a cocky character who always screws up. That's it. In the moment he says, this is going to be easy, what's going to happen? It's not going to be easy and stuff's going to go wrong. It's just this one-note rote character who is nothing unique about him. He just keeps doing the same thing over and over.
I'm
and
going to
that's
put
what's
this
driving
out
me
there.
crazy.
I'm serious. Disney, I challenge you. Fire your creative team. Hire this table. I know, I'm serious.
Absolutely.
Challenge laid out. I bet if you hired the 4 people, at this table, I'll throw 5 in. I'll even give you Tara. Hire the 5 of us, okay?
Oh, God.
I bet
She's going
our
off the-
creative
We're literally
minds.
dead. You can't count her. She's going off to college.
No, I'm saying hire her. She could use the money. She could use it for college. She could do it in our off time. Are you kidding me? We could come up with a better storyline for a 20-episode story arc that I bet they've come up with this whole first season. Give me your art team and everybody else. I mean, Eric can help them out. I'm not good with that
Eric's
stuff,
the
but
leader.
Eric's the leader of the art
Yeah.
team. But I mean, the rest
He
of it.
helped with the blocking.
Right. Seriously, like he could help them with the block. But the rest of it, I bet we can come up with
Oh, yeah.
20 better episodes than they have farting out this little gold nugget they've put out in the past 12 episodes. Seriously.
I'm not going to go that far because
I am.
I
I'm-
know how hard it is to make something
I'm not
happen.
saying it's easy to make
These
a TV
guys,
show.
they're working hard.
I'm not.
They're doing something. It's just
But
not working.
It's not good. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. It's just the
I'm
truth.
still saying
I'm
that-
not saying I can do better. I'm not going to say that.
I
I'm
am.
not going to be presumptuous.
I will. I'm just gonna put it out there. I'm serious.
Can you imagine the episode that me and Tara do?
It's a dark
I was gonna
episode.
say we might have to have a prerequisite on that episode before we put it out there.
This is a dark episode. Please beware of watching. Be under the age
This,
of 14.
right, this episode was not intended for children.
Scene
Please
one.
be advised.
Scene 1, hallway. Jar Jar Binks enters. 3 people with baseball bats go at him for 5 minutes.
And they get a licking. Jar Jar wins because he licks them to death.
A Borg walks out with a lightsaber in hand. And then Chewie eats him. Okay, so that's what we thought of this episode of Star Wars. Resist this Star Wars.
I think you need to entitle this episode Off the Rails.
Off the Rails,
By the
yeah.
end, we're completely
Yeah.
off the rails.
So what's our thoughts?
No. This idiot show.
CIS could be the name of the episode, yes.
Yes, this idiot show. So that's our episodes, or that's our thoughts on this episode. Write to us, let us know what you think. Are you as frustrated with this TV show as we are?
Yes.
I'm
And here's
hoping
the-
so.
And without giving away spoilers, if you've seen the entire series, does it get better?
Please? I mean, like,
Is
he's got
there
8
hope?
to go, and I'm just like, there's no new hope that I know of. So,
there
with
hope?
all that in mind, let us know. Find us on Twitter, Facebook,
YouTube.
And you know, I don't think Obi-Wan can help on this one either.
Yeah, I don't even think there's a force behind it. Not even. Okay, so with that all said, as we like to say here in the Star Production Studios,
May the Force be with those who listen. To Jedi Killer Dillian.
And TIS.
And don't watch this show.
Go away.
Shazam!
Okay. And I think my son's about to pass out. I'm going to stop the video recording before he kills your ears. Good night, folks.